Hello, welcome back. We're playing Shadows of Brimstone. Let's continue with our magical mystery tour. John Liver-Eating Johnson is going to try and seal a void gate. He's already picked up the occult book here on the Targa Plateau. Next thing to do is try and locate the void gate itself and then use the book to seal it. Sadly, the darkness has almost escaped. 1, 2, 3, 4 more advances and it's game over. What have we got in our favour? Well, we still have 1 revive token, a stick of dynamite and some bandages. And of course we have the occult book. Right, let's kick things off by trying to keep back the darkness. Not much I can do to influence the old lantern. Can't even use grit. Here we go. 7, so we're okay for now. I had hoped to use the specimen jar while I was on the Targa Plateau, but I would have to give up my move to fill it up, and time is of the essence, so we're just going to keep going. Right, so we'll make it to this archway and we will peek through. This beautiful tile is the engineering chamber. Alright, we need this to be the second clue. It is! So here it is, the Void Gate, the source of all the monstrosities that have been overrunning the land. We ignore the encounter and all the other exits. And it would normally be an epic threat guarding the Void Gate, but as I am a single hero, it will be a high threat. So we have Ancient Spiders, 2 peril dice worth. 4, 5, 9. That is a lot of spiders. Do I even have 9 miniatures? Right, yes, here they are. So how do Ancient Spiders differ from Void Spiders? They are hungry, so hit on a 3 instead of a 4, and they can deal void bites. So hit rolls of 5 or 6 do double damage. We must now turn to the Growing Dread stack and see what's in here. I have 1 grit for cancelling these, so we draw them one at a time. Void Surge. The dark stone you are carrying glows brightly as it burns to the touch with an eldritch fire. Take 1 corruption hit for the 1 dark stone I'm carrying. I don't mind doing that, that is fine. I believe this is a willpower test, which I pass. Right, what else you got for me? Dread. You shudder to think of what lay before you. Move the darkness 1 step forward on the depth track. No, I shan't. I'm going to use a grit to cancel that one. We are starting a new round, so let's keep back the darkness. Please keep back the darkness. Double 1. Ambush attack. There are fiendish creatures and demons in the dark places of the world, so we need to draw a threat card. While we're on the depth event chart, there's a mistake I made in the previous session. I had rolled a double 5 and made it a terrifying shriek, but I was on the Targa Plateau at the time. It should have been Echoes of Death with the ghostly aliens flitting about. So I owe John an extra D6 horror hits. Let's do that now. 3 horror hits. Okay, willpower saves. I fail 1. There we go. Okay, what is ambushing me? Being ambushed by a Targa pylon. How does that work? I guess it rises up out of the ground. Right, let the fight commence. So the Void Spiders have the initiative, and they are going to swamp me, aren't they? Let's move them. And here we go. So we've got 4 Void Spiders biting at me. 2 dice each. 5s and 6s are extra hurty. Right, 4 regular bites. Let's try and defend against them. Block them all. And then the void bites. I jump over all of those little snappy bites as well, so no damage to me this round. That is excellent. Onto the Targa pylon, which shoots at me with its burning laser. 1 shot hitting on a 3 or better. It's a hit, and it's actually D6 hits as it cuts across me. 4 hits. Right, let's see if we can dodge. So I failed 2 defense rolls there. How much damage does that do? Let's see. 2 damage each. That's 4 damage total. Okay, John, you are up. I think the first thing John is going to do is read from the occult book, which I can do once per turn. So I make a spirit check, and I'm looking for those 5s and 6s. Oh, there's 2. So as I chant, the void gate begins to seal, which we keep track of with sanity tokens. We need 5 on here. Right, let's roll for movement. Maybe we can get a grit. A 2 is a grit point on the Targa Plateau. And again, my weathered poncho protects me from the frigid snow. Oh, I do also gain 20 XP for helping to seal the gate. This looks like the perfect opportunity to throw some dynamite. What do you think? Let's try and get it onto that square. Maybe I can avoid hurting myself this time. Okay, an accurate throw this time, hopefully. Yes, bang on target. So this ancient spider and the surrounding 5 take d6 wounds each. They have 3 health each. Alright, one at a time. This one. Boom, it's dead. This one. Splat is not dead. Alright, this guy here is squelched. You, just there. You can go ahead and only take 2 damage. Right, how about you just there? Another failed kill. And then the spider in the center here will get squelched. Gotta say, that's slightly annoying, having 3 spiders there with 1 health left each. I'm going to spend a grit to re-roll those 3 damage dice. There we go, that's all but 1 killed. Right, here we go, here's the aftermath. That's 5 dead ancient spiders, getting me 125 experience points. I nearly forgot to clean up the west again. So we killed 5 void spiders, that's going to net us 50 experience points, and we take off 5 wounds and 5 sanity. So I'll take off that there, and that one there. We're down to just a single wound. Alrighty, I'm returning to this game after a little bit of a break. I'm all fresh, ready for action. Before we start the next round, I owe John Johnson a couple of horror hits. Back when we were fighting these snow terrors, their terror effect stacks. Which I knew, because I picked myself up on that before, but thanks to Phil for noticing it this time, I owe John 6 horror hits. Let's do that now. He fails 4 of those willpower saves. There we go. But as we have just cleaned up the west with killing 5 of those ancient spiders, we can get rid of those straight away. Alrighty, with John's delayed shock dealt with, we'll start the new turn and try and keep out the darkness. Which we do. Alright, here we go. Ancient spiders, 8 bites. Alright, 3 regular bites to try and defend against. Yeah, we block them all. And 2 void bites. I fail once, that is double damage, 4 damage. Okay, onto the target pylon next. Laser beam coming at me, which hits. How many hits? 5. Alright, this could hurt. Let's see how many I can dodge. Only failed 1. Okay, so I've gotten away with only a minor burn there. Okay, John, you're up. Let's see what you can do. Movement first. 4. That's no help, really. Right, let's open the pages of the occult book and start chanting. We'll make a spirit check. 1 pass. Right, well, I want that gate sealed as soon as possible. I'm going to use a grit to re-roll these 2. Still only 1 pass. Oh, well, it was worth a shot. Alright, let's get blasting. I think if I clear a path here, I might at least be able to move John around a corner so he's out of line of sight from the pylon. Alright, kaboom, kaboom. 1 hit. Let's see if we can finish off this wounded ancient spider. Not a 1, thank you. There we go, that's enough. Splat. Clean up the west. And double shot. So as another hit with the shotgun, we'll target this ancient spider. Is it a kill? No! Okay, fine. What can I do about it? That's the end of the round, and it's on to the next one. Let's hold up the old lantern and roll a double 2. What's that? Right, reading from the correct chart this time. This is Dark Dread. Things are looking more and more bleak by the moment. Draw a growing dread card and add it to the stack. Well, this is the final battle, so we will play it straight away. Alright, what have we got? Stench beyond reason. The air turns sour in your mouth, and your nostrils burn as you gasp for breath. The stench of rotting death and pain is overwhelming. Each hero takes 2 horror hits. For each willpower save failed, the hero also takes d6 wounds, with no defense as they vomit uncontrollably. I could try and cancel that by using my Darkstone as grit. What do we think? Well, let's play it, because I might pass my willpower saves. And then, if I do really badly, then I'll use the grit. Alright. I fail 1. Alright, I'll take it. And then I vomit uncontrollably and take, the full 6 wounds. Putting me up to 12 in total. Alright, 3 ancient spiders. Bites. 4 regular bites to defend against. And I fail 1. So that is 2 damage. And 1 void bite, which I dodge. Oops, I forgot my 25 XP for killing that void spider. Right, I get there eventually. The Targa pylon next, firing its laser beam at John, which hits. How many hits? Just the 1. A glancing blow there with the laser. Let's see if I can tough it off. I do. And we are back to John. Alright. Make your movement roll first. 4. I just want to be strict and go back to the Void Spider's movement, because I think technically these would move as far as they can while remaining adjacent to here, so they're blocking my path. Yeah, got to be fair about it. Alright, let's read from the occult book and make a spirit test. 1 pass. I only need 1 more pass to seal the gate. I'm going to use the Darkstone as grit. So we will use no shame in it, grab this shard of Darkstone and just chow down on it. Crunch, 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 swallow it. We take a corruption hit, which I pass. So we avoid mutating, and I'm going to re-roll those 2 failed spirit checks. And score another pass! That's it. So with 5 passes in total, we seal the Void Gate and knock everyone over. There we go. The reason why I wanted to do that in a hurry is that while the Void Gate is open, if you fail to keep back the darkness test, there's a 50-50 chance of more monsters appearing, and I did not want that. Alright, let's whip out the shotgun. Right, so John's task now is just to finish off these enemies. Let's do it. With 2 hits. Right, buckshot here, buckshot here. That Void Spider is gone. And this Void Spider is gone. Well, ancient spiders, but you know what I mean. XP for 2 dead ancient spiders and cleaning up the west. And we can take off 2 wounds and 2 sanity damage. Right, let's reload the shotgun, fire another shot with the double shot ability, which sadly misses. Alright, end of the round. Cutting it close, aren't I? Let's see if we can keep back the darkness. Ooh, not this time. Oh no. We draw a darkness card. Overwhelming dread. I got a real bad feeling about this. Add a growing dread card to the stack. No, I don't want to. I don't want to. But I'm going to have to. There's nothing I can do about it. I've got no grit. Okay, what's it going to be? A fool's errand. Oh no, it's the worst one. As the realization sinks in, you come face to face with the knowledge that you shouldn't have come here. All enemies do +1 damage on every hit, and we had that in the last mission and it sucked. Right, the remaining ancient spider scuttles around me and nips at my heels, scoring 1 void bite hit, which I dodge. Okay, the target pylon next. It's a hit. How many hits? 5 hits. This could be painful. If I'm unlucky, this will knock me down. All I have to do is just not be unlucky. It's easy, right? Just not be unlucky. I failed just 1 defense roll. So with the Fool's Errand in play, that will be 3 damage. Okay, John, you still have work to do. Let's turn to face. Roll for movement. We get a grit. Okay, John puts the occult book back in the side bag, aims his shotgun. Couple of critical hits would be super. How about a regular hit and a miss? Alright, I'll take it. We will hit the ancient spider and kill it. XP, and we're cleaning up the west, so we'll take off a wound. Alright, double shot. We'll get an extra blast in. And miss! No, okay. That's annoying. End of the round. Let's keep back the darkness. We really need to keep back the darkness. And we do. Right, let's see if we can duck underneath the target pylon's laser beam. It hits me. How many hits? The full 6. It'll be okay. We'll still have a revive token. It'll be okay. How do we do with our defense? Just the 1 goes through. That is 3 damage. So what does that put us on? 17 wounds out of our 19 health. Okay, John. 3 for movement. Right. Really want some critical hits because the pylon has a defense of 4. That's a critical hit and a regular hit. Okay, the regular hit deals 8 minus 4 is 4 damage. Okay, that's taken a chunk off. Now the critical hit, it still gets a defense of 2 because of the stonework. So 5 minus 2 is 3. Didn't quite kill it unless I want to maybe cash in the grit. What do you think? Alright, I think I'll end the round. Keep that grit as a just in case. And yeah, we only need to do 1 more hit point of damage. So we'll end the round. Fail to keep back the darkness. That's okay. Go straight back to the target pylon's laser beam, which misses. Haha. Right. This is our time. We're going to finish it. This is the end of the mission. We're going to destroy the target pylon, and then everything's done and dusted. Okay, John, do you want some grit? All you have to do is roll a 1 or a 2. There, we have 2 grit to play with. Okay, here we go. Huddling in his weathered poncho against the freezing wind, he puts the barrel of his shotgun to the stony pillar and fires. 2 lovely critical hits. We can't not kill it. Kablam! Cleaning up the west. XP for the target pylon did 8 damage in total, so that's 40 XP. I hit it on 2 separate turns, that's another 30. 2 loot cards for 2 enemy groups. We have, this should come in handy. Draw a gear card or an artifact card if in another world. So I get a Targa Plateau artifact. We'll come back to that. And coins. $25. And more XP. We're over 1,000. But I think I need 2,000 for the next level up. Alright, what's this artifact you found, John? Deflection field. Keywords. Artifact. Targa. Tech. Use 1 Darkstone to activate the deflection field until the end of a fight. Gives me armor 4+. That'd be great if I had Darkstone. Hopefully I'll find some more in the future. Alright, so well done, John. You freaking did it. Somehow. You can go home now. No time to fill up the specimen jar, unfortunately. Let's have a look at the mission rewards. First of all, 25 XP. And secondly, D6 times $50. 100 bucks. There we go. And most importantly, the darkness did not overrun the countryside, so we can travel to a frontier town and spend some of this. What we'll just do now is roll for a travel hazard and then end the session there. We'll do all the fun town stuff next time. Okay, John, on your horse, start riding. And we have a travel hazard. Alright, this is my first travel hazard. We roll 3d6. What do we get? 14. Gulch ambush. Travelling through a dusty gulch, you get a bad feeling, but it's too late. Feathered arrows whiz past your head as a savage group of Black Fang tribe Indians descend from the cliff tops, hungry for dark stone. Well, don't look at me, I haven't got any. Each hero must make an agility 5 or lore 5 test. Well, John's no good at learning, but he is good at dodging, so let's make an agility check. And we pass. So John has evaded the worst of the attack. We escape into the hills to meet up with the rest of the posse. Well, there's only one of me. It's a posse of 1. 25 experience points. There we go, that's it. So we're back at the town of West Whithold. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.